Crazy Joe here with Big Dog Jimmy. We have a UFC 200 prediction in what should be an epic and amazing fight, and it has the potential to be fight of the year, or a fight of the year candidate and fight of the night. I mean, there's every fight on UFC 200 has a potential to be fight of the night and get that bonus. This is going to be an extremely awesome fight as we have an interim featherweight championship. Will be crowned. Conor McGregor hasn't defended the championship that he won since he defeated Jose Aldo with that crazy, insanely fast knockout. It's going to be interesting when Jose Aldo goes against Frankie Edgar. Junior Jose Aldo, Scarface Aldo versus the answer Frankie Edgar. Will the answer have the answer for Jose Aldo, or will Jose Aldo run rampant over Frankie Edgar? What will happen when these two meet for the second time in their pro careers in MMA? And this is, a rematch in the UFC. And this is going to be very fun to watch, and I'm very excited for Frankie Edgar versus Jose Aldo for the interim featherweight championship. And then the winner of this going against Conor McGregor. I'm hoping that takes place in New York. UFC 204, 205. I don't have it off the top of my head right now, but anyways, probably I think it's 205, supposed to be in New York. So this is going to be pretty crazy, as Jose Aldo has got 25 wins with 2 losses, and Frankie Edgar has got 19 wins, 4 losses, and a draw. Number 1 and number 2 ranked in the featherweight division in the UFC. Jose Aldo, he has got 14 wins, it says, by KO, TKO, 2 by submission, and 9 by way of decision. He's lost once by KO, TKO, and that one was to Conor McGregor at UFC 194 in 13 seconds. He lost the last time he lost before that was by submission 10 years before, by submission by a rear naked choke down at GF5, Jungle Fights 5. And then he went on a tear for years. In the WEC, he was undefeated. In the UFC, he was undefeated till he fought Conor McGregor in an instant classic knockout. He has a victory over Chad Mendes by a knockout in the first round, and so does Frankie Edgar. Jose Aldo has a victory over Kenny Florian by unanimous decision. Manny Gambarian by TKO. He beat Uriah Faber by unanimous decision. Cub Swanson by TKO. He has a victory over Frankie Edgar, who he's fighting here for the second time. He beat him a 5-round fight, 25 minutes by unanimous decision, UFC 156. He has a knockout victory over the Korean Zombie, Chang Sung-jun. He beat Ricardo Lamas Ain't No Lama by unanimous decision. He beat Chad Mendes in a rematch by unanimous decision at UFC 179. So it's going to be interesting to see how he comes back after that devastating, crushing knockout from Conor McGregor. Frankie Edgar, the answer. He's got 6 wins by KO, TKO, 4 by submission. 10 times he's won by way of decision to the judges. 4 times he's lost by way of decision to the judges. He's never been submitted, tapped out, or made to pass out inside of his MMA career, or been knocked out or TKO'd. So he's never been finished in his pro career. The dude is one hell of a badass individual. 25 fights, and he's never been finished. Will it happen? Will Jose Aldo be able to put a stop and make history and give Frankie Edgar his first finish loss, or not? What will happen? Time will tell when we get to July 9th. So right now, Frankie Edgar is on a 5-fight winning streak. After he lost to Jose Aldo, he turned things around. He beat Charles Oliveira by unanimous decision. BJ Penn by TKO. Cub Swanson by neck crank. Uriah Faber by unanimous decision. In his last fight at the Ultimate Fighter 22 finale, he knocked out Chad Mendes by a devastating knockout with a vicious hand that was just skull rattling, crushing. I was just shocked and amazed. I was like, oh my God, this dude has turned a corner with his knockout power punches. He was on a 3-fight losing skid before he beat Charles Oliveira and went on a 5-fight winning streak. He lost back-to-back fights to Benson Henderson by unanimous decision, split decision, and Jose Aldo by unanimous decision, and then he's turned the corner. he has back-to-back victories over BJ Penn by unanimous decision. The list goes on. He's fought so many damn times. It's crazy. He started out his pro career with 2 TKO victories in the first round, a rear naked chokehold in the first round, a guillotine choke in the first round, and then he went on a 3-fight winning streak of unanimous decisions. The guy is something else, something special and spectacular to see inside the octagon, and so is Jose Aldo. I am going with Frankie Edgar. Big Dog Jimmy's going with Jose Aldo. Big Dog Jimmy thinks that we're going to see Jose Aldo pick up a victory by a knockout in the third or fourth round by KO TKO over Frankie Edgar. I think Frankie Edgar is going to knock out Jose Aldo in the first round like he did to Chad Mendez. I think this one's going to turn into a slugfest, a barn burner, a brawl, a slobber knocker, a gigantic slugfest like Rock'em Sock'em Robots in the first round, where both guys are going to want to put a stamp on this fight, and one of them is going to get taken out, knocked out in the first round. It's either going to be Edgar or Aldo is going down in the first round. I'm going with Edgar. Big Dog Jimmy thinks it's going to go 3-4 rounds, and Jose Aldo will pick up the victory and be the first man to ever stop Frankie Edgar. I disagree with Big Dog Jimmy, but hey, me and him are friends, but we disagree quite a bit. Isn't that right, Big Dog Jimmy? Right. Yeah. So, it's very interesting. It's going to be awesome. If you agree with me, let me know down in the comment section with Frankie Edgar. Leave a comment letting us know you're going with Frankie Edgar. If you're going with Jose Aldo and Big Dog Jimmy's pick, let us know down in the comment section. Hit that like button if you enjoy this prediction and preview of the fight with a breakdown of, some stuff, and stats and whatnot. So, anyways, hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel or returning viewer who hasn't subscribed yet, and become one of the awesome badass warriors who are subscribed with over 1,300 awesome, awesome combat sport warriors who, here at Crazy Joe's Galaxy, I am crazy, rabid, rampant, looking forward to this fight. It's just going to be intense and insane when these two individuals with over 50 fights end up fighting each other at UFC 200. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys are having a great day, night, or morning.